Miss.Melinda here at the studio. Welcome to week 1 of our primary and mini ballet class. We're very excited that you've decided to join us, and we're going to get started with a nice warm-up. Okay? This is going to be a little different than some of your classes if you don't have me as a teacher, but that's okay. You can follow along and just try your best. All right, we're going to get out our magic glue, and we're going to glue our legs together. And we're going to get extra magic glue, put them on our hands, and stick them on our hips. Good. Now we're going to open our toes and close. Open, close, open, close, and open. Stay there. Awesome. We're going to draw a pretty rainbow, and you can choose to use whatever colors you want, but I'm going to call some out so you can follow along with me if you don't want to choose your own colors. We're going to start with red. So we're going to get our red marker out. We're going to keep our legs glued together. We're going to draw a rainbow down from one toe, all the way over our head, down to the other toe. Good. Then we're going to get a pink marker. And we're going to draw a pink rainbow all the way over our head and down to our toe. Good. Then we're going to do yellow, all the way up and over, down. 2 more colors. We're going to use green. Big rainbow. Awesome. And the last color we're going to use is blue. Get your blue marker out and draw your big rainbow. Good. Then we're going to practice rising up onto our tippy toes and closing back into our first position. Rise up, close. Rise up, close, and rise up, close. Good, now we're going to bring our feet back together. We're going to take our hands, we're going to place them on our shoulders. We're going to sit down on one knee and then the other knee. And then we're going to go all the way down onto our bum and we're going to cross our legs. Good. From here, we're going to sit up as tall as we can, like pretty princesses and princes. Good. And then we're going to relax. And then we're going to sit up tall and relax. And then we're going to sit up tall like beautiful ballerinas. Good, and we're going to take some peanut butter and we're going to put it on this foot. And we're going to take some jam and we're going to put it on this foot. And we're going to smack them together to make a big peanut butter and jam sandwich. Good, then we're going to take a little bite out of our sandwich. That was good. Let's take a big bite. And let's eat up the whole thing. That was yummy. All right, now we're going to flap our wings like a butterfly. Flap, flap, flap. Good, and we're going to smell our toes, and I want you to tell me what your toes smell like. Pee-you. Mine don't smell good at all. Good. From here, dancers, we're going to stretch our feet out in front of us, and we're going to get that magic glue out again. And we're going to glue our legs together, and then we're going to put our hands out to the side so that only one finger can touch the ground. Good. And we're going to make happy toes and sad toes. Happy toes and sad toes. Happy toes and sad toes. Then we're going to make bunny ears. We're going to do one foot at a time. Switch and switch. Switch and switch. Good. Then we're going to point our toes again. And we're going to open our turnout, and we're going to try to put our pinky toes on the ground, and then big toes together, pinky toes on the ground, big toes together. Let's do it 2 more times. Pinky toes, big toes, pinky toes, big toes. Good. Now we're going to reach all the way up to the sky and all the way over to our toes. Good. Can you touch your toes? I can't, but I'm going to try again. Reach all the way to the ceiling and all the way to your toes. Oh, I'm so close. Ah, whew, that's a tough one. Good. Now we're going to open our legs into a straddle and we're going to make a pizza. I haven't had pizza since I've been stuck in my house for 3 weeks. All right, so we're going to open our legs super big because we want a big slice of pizza. Good, and what do we start with? We start with the dough. So we're going to roll the dough out. Make sure we make a big pizza slice all the way around, down to one foot and the other foot and all the way in the middle. Good, and then what do? put on? That's right, we put on the sauce. We're gonna spread it out everywhere. Cover it all up in sauce. And then we're gonna sprinkle on some cheese. Sprinkle on your cheese. I like lots and lots of cheese on my pizza. Good, now I want you to pick 2 toppings that you're gonna put on your pizza. I'm gonna put pepperoni, and I'm gonna put green olives. But you can put whatever you want on your pizza. Good, I think it's ready to go in the oven. So we're gonna put it in the oven, and together we have to wait for 10 seconds. So we're gonna wait over here. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna wait over here. 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna wait in the middle. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's ready. We're gonna take it out of the oven and we're gonna blow on it because it's super hot. And then we're gonna eat up the whole thing. I love pizza. It's my favorite. Good. Now, dancers, we're gonna warm up our back. So we're gonna lie down on our stomach and we're gonna pretend to be a mermaid or a merman. And we're gonna put our hands out in front of us and our feet out behind us. We're gonna lift them off the floor and we're gonna pretend like we're swimming through the ocean. Ready? And swim. Swim, swim. Good, now we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna stick our head up out of the ocean. We're gonna look up at the sunshine. Good, and we're gonna dive back into the water and we're gonna swim. Good, and we're gonna take our break and we're gonna look up at the sunshine. Oh, good. And then we're gonna go home into our little cave and we're gonna stay there in a little ball. Good. Oh, awesome. Now we're gonna practice our pretty ballet arms. So I want you to pretend that your hands are paintbrushes and you're gonna take your left hand and you're gonna paint up the wall and down the wall. And then you're gonna take your right hand and you're gonna paint up the wall and down the wall. And then you're gonna pretend you're a beautiful butterfly all the way up and all the way down. All the way up and all the way down. Good. And then we're gonna shake out our hands and we're gonna shake out our head and we're gonna shake out our bum and we're gonna put our hands on our shoulders and we're gonna stand up one foot and then the other foot putting our feet into first position. We're gonna put our hands on our hips and that's the end of our warm up. And we're gonna get ready to go through some exercises in the center. All right, dancers, we're gonna get started with some plies in the center. So I know everyone's gonna do different plie exercises, so I'm gonna go through it nice and slowly so you can follow along. I'm also not gonna play music, so you can play whatever song you like at home. I often dance to the Frozen soundtrack because I know how much everyone loves it, and it uses great classical music for ballet. All right, we're gonna start with our hands on our hips and our feet in first position. We're gonna do 3 plies, opening our knees nice and wide and keeping our bum pulling down to the floor. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch. Then we're gonna do a rise, up and down. Then we're gonna tendu our toe to the right. We're gonna put it down into second position. And we're gonna do 3 more plies. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch. Then we're gonna rise, lower down, point our right toe again, and close it into first position. Then we're gonna repeat that using our left foot. 3 plies in first. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch, rise up, lower down, point your left toe to the side, and lower into second position. So when we go into second position, our feet are just like first position, but a little bit farther apart. And when we plie, we're gonna bring our bum straight down to the floor. 3 plies. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch. Then we're gonna rise up, lower down, tendu our left foot, and close into first position. And that's our whole plie exercise for today. Okay, let's try it from the top. Ready? Begin. 1, and 2, and 3. Rise up, lower down, point to the right, lower down. Plie, stretch, plie, stretch, plie, stretch. Rise up, lower down, point, close. Again. Stretch, plie, stretch, plie, stretch. Rise up, lower down, point to the left, lower. Plie, stretch, plie, stretch, plie, stretch. Rise, lower, point, close, the end. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is tendus. So that's when we take our foot and we glide it along the floor into a pointed toe and then back into first position. So for my primary dancers, we're gonna do this exercise twice with our feet together in what we call parallel. For my mini level dancers, we're gonna do the first time in parallel, then we're gonna turn out our feet and do it in a turned out first position. So we're going to do 4 tendus, switching feet every time, starting with our right foot. So we go right toe, close, left toe, close, right toe, close, left toe, close. That was 4. Then we're gonna take our right toe, we're gonna point it to the front, we're gonna bring it up to touch our knee, we're gonna point it back to the front and close. Then we're gonna do that with our left foot. Point, bring it to touch your knee, point, and close. Does anybody know what this position's called? That's right, it's called a retire. So we're going to do a tendu, then a retire, then a tendu, and close. Then, after we've done both sides, my mini dancers are gonna open their toes into first position, and we're gonna do it turned out. So when we do our tendu to the front, you wanna show the inside of your heel to the audience. So we point with our right foot, 1, close, left foot 2, close, right foot 3, close, left foot 4, close, then we're gonna use our right foot to go tendu, retire, and this time we're doing it turned out. So our knee is pointing to the side, then tendu, close, then our left foot, tendu, retire, tendu, close. Good. Now I know it's gonna be a little bit difficult to balance. So if you need to, you can take your hands and put them on your belly button so you can feel your center of gravity. Okay, and if you fall over, that's okay, just get up and try again. Okay, let's start that exercise from the beginning all together. Feet in parallel, feet together, hands on our hips, looking straight forward. We have 4 tendus starting with the right foot. Here we go. Tendu, close, tendu, close, switching feet every time. Then we go tendu, touch your knee, point, close, other foot, tendu, touch your knee, point, repeat. We go forward, close, forward, close, forward, close, forward, close, tendu, touch your knee, point, close, tendu, touch your knee, point, close. Good. We're going to do it one more time, but this time I'm going to turn out my feet into first position to practice with my mini dancers. Okay, let's do it again. Feet together, parallel, hands on our hips, 4 tendus to the front, starting with our right foot. Begin. Tendu, close, tendu, close, tendu, close, tendu, close. Then touch your knee and close. Again, touch your knee, point. Good, now turn out. And here we go. Tendu, close, tendu, close. Make sure I can see the inside of your heel. And now we're gonna touch our knee, whip it to the side, bring your knee to the side, point, the end. Great job, everyone. Okay, Okay, dancers, the next thing we're going to practice today are our tippy toe turns. We're going to start with our feet in first position. We're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to pretend we're lifting up some snow or leaves, whatever you want. We're going to lift it up. We're going to hold it above our head. We're going to rise up onto our tippy toes. We're going to take teeny tiny steps to turn all the way around back to the front. And then we're going to throw our leaves or our snow into the air. Then we're going to grab some more, pull it up over our head, rise onto our tippy toes. We're going to turn the other way, just one turn, back to the front, and throw. Hands on our hips. Good. Now you can turn on some music and any song you want, and we'll practice. Lift, up, tippy toe turn. And lift up, tippy toe turn, and throw, the end. Okay, moving on, dancers, we are going to practice our transfer of weight. Now this is a slightly more difficult exercise, so if you can't do it, that's okay. You can skip forward to the next one, or you can try your best. We're going to start with our feet in first position. We're going to put our hands on our shoulders this time. And we're going to tendu our right foot to the side, and we're going to plie in second position, and then we're going to point our other toe. Plie, point, plie, point. Then we're going to do a plie gallop, plie, touch, point, close. Then we're going to go to the left. Tendu, plie, point, plie, point, gallop, point, close. And we should start we should end where we started. Okay? So we're gonna try that again. I'm gonna go through it slow one more time. Let's think about things we should remember. When we're doing a gallop, we want to kiss our heels together in the air, and we should almost make a sound, okay? We also wanna use our plie and get into a deep plie, and then kiss and finish again in a nice plie before we point our toe in our tendu. All right, so let's try that nice and slow. Hands are on our shoulder. We're going to the right first. We go tendu, plie, point your other toe, plie, stretch. Then we're gonna do our gallop, kiss, point, and close. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch, gallop, kiss, and close. Excellent. Let's try that 2 more times. Ready? We go. Plie, stretch, plie, a little faster. Kiss. Plie, stretch, plie, stretch, kiss. Good. One more time. I know you guys can do it. Here we go. And stretch. Good job. Okay, everyone, the last exercise we're going to do in the center today is sautés, or you might call them jumps in first position. So, for our younger dancers, we're going to do 4 sautés all in a row. So we're going to put our hands on our hips, our feet in first position, we're going to do a big plie, and then we're going to jump as high as we can 4 times. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. When we're doing a sauté, it's really important that we squeeze our legs together in the air and point our toes, and we always want to land in a plie. That'll help us get nice and high on all of our jumps. So, my primary dancers, let's try 4 sautés in a row again. Ready? Plie, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. If you have lots of energy, you can try to do even more than 4 if you want to. Awesome. My mini dancers, we're going to do 3 sautés with a stretch bend, and then 3 more sautés with another stretch bend. So we're going to do 6 all together, but we're going to split them up. So it looks like this. We plie, we do 3 sautés. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, stretch, bend. Awesome. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Plie. 1, 2, 3, stretch, bend. 1, 2, 3, stretch, bend. Excellent. Good work in the center. Now we're going to practice some of our steps going across the floor. Okay, everyone, now we're going to get ready to go across the room. I know that you're at home, so you don't have as much space as I do at the studio, but that's okay. You can just take up as much space as you have. I'm only going to use a small square so that you can see how we modify it for a small space. Okay, the first thing we're going to start with is bores. These could also be called kurus or butterfly runs, depending who your teacher is. So, I'm going to go from corner to corner, but you can go straight across the room if you want. Now, we go into the corner or the side. We're going to put our hands on our shoulders. We're going to rise up onto our tippy toes, and we're going to take teeny tiny steps. We're not going to bend our knees. We're going to keep them nice and straight, and we're going to be very, very quiet. Ready? Go. Good. Now we're going to try them with butterfly arms. Let's go back. So we're going to take our arms up to the side and down, up to the ceiling and down, while we do our teeny tiny runs. And it's going to make us look like we're floating like a butterfly. Are you ready to try? Here we go. Good job. Let's try that one more time. Hands on our shoulders. Really, really fast feet. Fast, 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 fast. Good. And butterfly runs. Excellent job, everyone. Let's move on. Now we're going to do bunny hops. Okay? So I like to get my bunny arms out because you know who's coming? That's right, the Easter Bunny is coming this week. So we're going to be little Easter bunnies today. So we get our bunny arms out, we're going to squeeze our feet together, and we're going to hop, 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 just like a bunny. Ready? Keeping your feet together, pointing your toes, we go hop, 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 hop. Good. We want to make sure we're jumping with both feet at the same time and not with one foot. Okay, that's what makes it a bunny hop. Both feet at the same time. Let's try it one more time. Ready? Go! Awesome. Let's do a couple more things across the floor, okay? We're going to do some marches. When we march, we're going to keep our hands on our hips, and we're going to bring our toe to touch our knee in what we call retire. And we're going to stay on a flat foot. We're not going to rise up off our heel. And we're going to go nice and slowly and nice and quietly. Okay, let's start over here. Hands on our hips. We lift up. Touch, step, touch, step, touch, 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 touch. Good, let's go the other way. Ready? Marches. Step, touch, 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 down. Let's try those one more time. Ready? And step, touch, 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 touch. Good. Once you've mastered your marches, you can move on to skips. They're very similar, except when you do a skip, you hop while you're on one foot. And you want to try and jump as high as you can. But your toe still has to touch your knee in your retire position, and you still have to keep your hands glued to your hips. We're gonna come back to this corner, or this side of the room, and we're gonna try some skips. We're gonna try them slowly, and then we can get them a little bit faster as we get more comfortable. Ready? We step. Hop, 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 hop. Good. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Ready? We step and we hop, 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 hop. Good. One more time across the floor. Ready, dancers? And step. Hop, 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 hop. Great job. All right, everyone, that's the end of our ballet class today. I want to thank you so much for coming to join me and taking class. I want to remind everyone that the steps have been modified to be done in this small space, and that we are doing multiple levels in the same video. So if you found this too easy or too hard, try to find something at home that you can modify it with to suit your level. As well, as the weeks progress, we will start to make the steps a little bit more difficult and progress the children to learn as we go along, okay? So each week we will repeat some of the same steps and then add some new ones in as well. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your daily routine, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Stay safe and stay healthy.